so there are a lot of different projects that I have made, and most of them never get uploaded, or they don't get videos, or they just don't go anywhere. So that's what I'm going to be going through right now.
Blood on the floor, yeah, I clean up the spots. Walk through the vents, call me an imposter. Colon shit, colon, I feel like a monster. Doing some ads, yeah, we doing some sponsors.
This is another platformer I made that's similar to Fright, but it's a lot better in my opinion. Once it gets to this point, there's actually not much else made, and I haven't worked on this specific game for a few months now. This is a retro Atari style maze game that I made, and I never had huge plans of working on it, but I got a few parts of it finished and never went from there. All I have for that game so far. So if you guys remember, I did actually make a video on this game, but since then I did add upgrades for Dart Monkey and Cannon, because when I made that video, Dart Monkey and Cannon didn't have max upgrades, and I also fixed some of the upgrades and added variations for certain characters. That's pretty much everything else new for that one. This was actually something I really wanted to finish, but I never got around to doing it, and I'll probably end up maybe selling the sprites that I made for it. Next up is, it's really short, I'll only show it for a little bit, but it's something that's supposed to be for like a card game. And that's all for that game. Now this game is it's one of the nicer games that I've made recently that might not make it to release. stops abruptly like that is because for this one you actually have to shoot the boat. That's on the, it's always on a different location, but in this one it was on the top of the map. You have to shoot it with the weapon, and if you go up to it, it actually says that you're not allowed on the boat. That's why I have to shoot it. This was actually something I just made for a test to see how I would be able to do it, but it's still pretty neat. Anyways, and this is the last big thing. I'm not sure if it's going somewhere right now, but we're still talking about it. If you guys are interested in seeing some more of my stuff, as you can see down here, you can see all of my uploaded games, and out of all these, I made a video on Bob's Fate, I made a video on Simple Pixel Art, made a video on Fright Platformer, and then pretty much the rest of these I didn't make a video, but most of them are still pretty decent.